C scan. Let us observe the A scan. A scan is nothing but amplitude scan display, which represents us the time versus amplitude, That means when ultrasonic waves are transmitted through the materials, it reverts back, and the time interval between the transmission and the receiving is being calculated by a timer circuit. If we are getting the output and we are just plotting the graph of time versus amplitude, then in that graph we can also just trace that defect. You can see the small portion, circular portion, in which you can see the waveform. The first one is bigger one and the last one is smaller one, and between that there is a small form which represents the defect. So this is the main amplitude scan display. Here, if the material is having larger defect, in comparison to that, it will be proportional to amplitude. If the defect present inside it is larger, the amplitude will be also proportional to it. You can see that picture here. T, the between one pulse, you can see that between the T and B is the form of cathode ray tube on which you can just observe the pulse which is representing the defect. Let us go to B scan. B scan means brightness scan display. Actually, this method is mostly used in medical application. It is also capable, but not only, it is also capable to detect the material also when it is applied or when it is tested with the help of B scan. Material can also be purely checked or tested with the help of B scan. B scan represents the depth and length of the flow in the specimen of the material. In that, what happens? Actually, a specimen is there and a probe like section like pen is just moved on that surface, and just probe is just sending the ultrasonic waves through that material. With the help of this probe, that ultrasonic waves are being sent or transmitted in that specimen. If the flow is present in between, you can just calculate with the help of B scan. Let us see. There is one picture of a B scan where a probe like thing is in a person's hand, and he is just observing it on a screen and calculating the defect. You can see that probe in the hand of that. So you can just observe it and just calculate the defect with the help of B scan. Now let us go to C scan. C scan display gives the plane view similar to X-ray picture. Actually, C scan method is used to detect the corrosion inside pipes as well as the pressure vessels. If in pressure vessel or inside the pressure vessel, if corrosion is present, it can be detected with the help of C scan. You can see the picture in which the pipes, if any corrosion is present inside it, can be measured. Ultrasonic flow detector. In this method, two transducers are used to just convert the electronic signal which is applied that signal is converted, that electronic signal is converted by the transmitting transducer and receiving transducer. That means we are using a transmitting transducer to transmit ultrasonic waves and just convert the electronic signal into ultrasonic signal, and in the same manner just convert when that electric signal, then when that ultrasonic waves are just received by that receiving transducer, it is again converted into electric signal. By amplifying it, it can be just observed on the CRT screen. Let me just draw that waveform in the output, and let me just draw the block diagram of that. We can just observe the block diagram of that. This is the test specimen which is being tested. This is transducers. This is signal generator. Here it is an amplifying circuit or an amplifier. Here it is time based circuit. And you can just observe that waveform. That small one is defect. Signal generator, time base, amplifier. So through signal generator, the pulse in is being passed through that material. That wave will travel, that ultrasonic wave will travel through that material, will just revert back to the receiving transducer, and it will just travel to the amplifier. That amplifier will amplify that signal and will be given to the CRO, and in the same manner it will be connected in this manner. If a flow is present inside it, it can also be measured. So by using that ultrasonic flow detector, we can just measure it. You know that if the velocity of ultrasonic waves is measured, that is V, then in the metal, if the position of the crack is D, we can measure the time interval by the timer circuit, and in the same manner when you will make the main as D, if you know V, that is the velocity of ultrasonic waves, and in the same manner if you know T, that is the time interval of sending, transmitting and receiving, you can definitely calculate the distance of that defect or the location of that defect, and definitely we can measure that whether the defect is present or not, and if it is present, it is of which size and shape, and with respect to that, where is the location of that defect present inside the material. At last, we just observe the extra size and shape of flow detectors, that is cracks or cavity can be found out by examining the metal specimen in all direction. We can check the whole specimen from all the side and can define the location of that defect inside that material. Let us go to the advantages. This method is cheap and it has a high speed of operation. If it is having a high speed of operation, with the help of this technique, you can just detect that specimen. And last, limitation: no permanent record of that testing is done. Only skilled trainer technicians can perform this testings, and parts that are rough, irregular in shape are difficult to inspect. So these are the limitations, my dear friends. So we conclude up to this, and I hope that NDT will be much more clear inside your mind. Thank you.